You see that, don't you? I know you see it, because I sure as hell know I do. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I, Brian Redgrave, am here to do a Extreme Rules discussion, not a review. So I'm not gonna score up or down or number or letter. A discussion that I want to have. I was gonna review this, then I changed my mind. I was not going to because I fell asleep in one of the matches. Missed almost the entirety of one match. I just passed out. I'm tired. I've been up since 3 in the morning. But things happen here. Yeah, a thing happened here that I want to discuss. My excitement. Bray Wyatt is fucking back. But before we discuss Bray Wyatt quick, let's. I'm just gonna kind of run down through some things. What did I overall think? Minus the match I passed out, which was Bianca Belair and Bailey, the ladder match. I saw everything but that. I started that and I fell asleep. I woke up when it ended. Um, I think it was great. I think it was an overall improvement over last year. I reviewed last year's Extreme Rules and I had one major complaint. It was an Extreme Rules pay per view where every match was a normal match but the main event. I hated that. I criticized that. I bashed that. It was stupid. I It was horrible. So this year, every match had a stipulation. Every single match. There was not a regular match on the card. So first things first, bravo for that. The pay per view's called Extreme Rules. It should be like this. Every year should be like this. There shouldn't be a normal match on a pay per view called Extreme Rules, let alone an entire card by the main event like last year. So that was well done. We had a 3-on-3 no DQ match. I don't know what Sheamus' match was technically called. I forgot already. It was 3-on-3 no DQ. We had a ladder match, a strap match, a pit fight. We had an I Quit match. Like that's kind of what you want to see in these types of things. We had an Extreme Rules match. That's how it should be. So that's a plus on the card. And really, the Imperium and the Brutes match was really fun. It was really good. It was solid. And the I Quit match was kind of slow, kind of boring-ish at the beginning, but it just took off into another level near the end. Like the whole ending sequence, I thought was fantastic, including Beth Phoenix, all Judgment Day out there. Finn Balor got the win. He needed that win. Judgment Day needed a win. It was the right call. I liked how it played out. It was, I guess the feud's not over then, but I liked how it played out. I thought that was great. I didn't see the ladder match, but Bianca did retain. That's kind of shocked me when I woke up. Was that Bailey would have won. Riddle and Seth Rollins had a right match inside the pit cage. Like it's just, I expected a little more because it's them two, but it wasn't bad. But I don't know. I feel like my expectation might have been too high, maybe. But overall, it was a solid match. Yeah, there really wasn't like a bad match in here. Like I said, the Finn Balor one was a little slow at first, and then it picked up. It picked up. It really did pick up. The Extreme Rules match, that it was okay. It was good, but it played out exactly how you expect. Ronda and Liv. Liv was getting dogged around the entire time, and she would try to capitalize, and then she failed to capitalize. The only interesting part, really, in that was the she did not tap out to Ronda Rousey. She passed out while smiling. Smiled after losing anyway, even though she just lost the belt. So what? She lost her marbles, I guess. So that'll be interesting. But I really want Liv Morgan to win because Liv Morgan went from the babyface that got trashed and couldn't win, the underdog, and she was getting built as more competitive, taking it to people, destroying, like Lacey Evans and stuff. I like that evolution, and I kind of wish you would have kept the title through that evolution, but oh well. But overall, the main thing here to discuss is Bray Wyatt is back, baby. Bray Wyatt should have never been released, should have never been fired. He's the one. He out of all the releases Vince did, Bray Wyatt will probably go down as the biggest single one because it was just insane that it even happened. It should have never happened, and I lost it when he dropped the Universal title to Roman Reigns. I lost it. I've always been a Bray Wyatt fan. I lost it when he lost the world title to Randy. I fucking lost it when he lost to Goldberg. It's just so much potential, and it's like he gets up here and then he gets dragged down, and now I think under Triple H things will play out differently. Things will play out better. Hope, at least I hope, right? The crowd just popped real big. At first, I thought we're getting screwed here, right? Because me and my boy Jordan discussed it's probably after the match. He thought he would attack Riddle. He didn't attack anybody. Uh, but then the little trademark showed up at the bottom. I'm like, this shit's over. They're really doing this to us. They're really doing this to us. Is what I thought. Then the lights went off. People turned on their phones. I thought we were back in like 2013, and it was really nicely done the way it was played because he's got the whole world in his hands. Kept playing over and over, and we saw like live action human people dressed as the puppets from the Funhouse. One here, lights turn off. We got the whole world. Another part of the arena, a different one. Boom. Another part of the arena. Boom. A different one. The mask on top of the commentator table. Boom. The Fiend showed up. Boom. It was just really cool. And the video played on top, whether it was the door closed or the fun house. Kind of like dusty, dirty, everything kind of dead. Like he's been gone. He's been gone. I like that. He's been gone. It looks like he hasn't been in the fun house in forever. It was great. And then, boom, we go back to the door. The door opens, the light comes out, and here comes Bray Wyatt with a brand new mask. The light like always, and the crowd just lost it, popped real big. I'm fucking excited. I think I even discussed this with Victor, which you guys probably know if you watch my Friday 13th video when we play. I even discussed that at this point, I don't think anybody would defeat Roman. But if Bray Wyatt came back, he should be the one to do it. Because technically, Roman started this entire journey winning the Universal title. Even though he pinned Braun, it was Bray Wyatt that was the champion. So technically, Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, was the last person to hold the belt before Roman. And I think it'll be poetic justice if the man who technically took it from him lost it to the man that he took it from. So if the Fiend came and beat Roman, or I guess he's not the Fiend, Bray Wyatt or Rabbit Wyatt, whatever we're going to call this version of Bray Wyatt, either a World Wyatt, whatever we're going to Swamp Wyatt, whatever we're going to call this one, we'll call it the White Rabbit Bray until we have an official name, I guess. If he beat Roman, I think everybody would love it. I think it'd be great. And the problem is Bray Wyatt, I believe, a 3-time world champion. He doesn't feel like it because none of his runs have been memorable. None of his runs have been good as a world champion. The first run, he won it. He won out of Elimination Chamber. Great. Then he lost it like a month or two later to Randy. Same thing with the Universal. He won it. Then he lost it to Goldberg. Then he won it and lost it a week later to Roman. None of his runs have been great, and this is a time to redeem the character, redeem the man, redeem him. Bray Wyatt is back. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. Overall, I thought Extreme Rules was very entertaining. Personally, Karrion Kross defeated Drew McIntyre, thanks to Scarlett, of course. In a pretty decent match. Like, see, there wasn't a match. The problem was that there wasn't a match that, like, wow, holy shit. Like, when you look back at Clash of the Castle, I could be like, Sheamus Gunther, man. Sheamus Gunther. Like, there's always at least that one match that just kind of steals the show. And I don't think there was a match here that stole the show. There was good matches. The Imperium match was good. The the Drew McIntyre match was good. The Finn Balor one and Edge was slow, but it picked up later, and then the ending was good. The Extreme Rules match was exactly what you expected. It's weird. It was okay. So like there wasn't a bad match, but there wasn't any great matches here. At least in my opinion, there wasn't a great match. The greatest thing that happened in Extreme Rules 2022 is the return of fucking Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm excited about. The way they played it with the song. He's got the World War in his hand. With the lights and the live action versions of the Fiend puppets and all that. That was really well played, really well done. The crowd was chanting, "Holy shit!" Bray Wyatt is back, baby. I'm excited. Throughout the night, Miz was showing up, wanting to discuss and talk with Triple H. He essentially never made it to Triple H, got taken out by Dexter Loomis. I really hate this fucking feud. He took out the mascot of something, I don't know. I don't watch other sports besides wrestling. It was a mascot for some game, some sport, some team. I assume Philadelphia because that's where they were on. Overall, just the show, what it was it was a decent show. The matches had the right idea, stipulation. But like I said, none of the matches truly like delivered to like, man, that shit was awesome. It was decent. It was fun. It was a good time. It's a way to spend the time. It wasn't a pay per view. I'm gonna say, my God, you gotta go check out this pay per view. Like, no, it's not one of those pay per views. It was decent. But really, what needs to be looked at and checked at, and I'm gonna watch it like 20 more times if I have to, is Bray Wyatt's return. Now, interestingly enough, Bray Wyatt did not attack anybody here, so it's interesting to see where his feud's gonna be. Who knows? Maybe he'll be after Roman after deals with Logan Paul, because we know Logan Paul ain't winning. Or do they save Bray Wyatt and Roman for WrestleMania? I mean, that's assuming they even go at it, right? I'm just here dreaming that it happens because I would love for Bray Wyatt to be the one to do it because I think it makes sense. Storyline makes sense. You know, this man took the belt from the Fiend when he had the belt for one fucking week. That's 1 week. 1 week. That's just unacceptable. So it makes sense for it to be Bray Wyatt. If Rollins didn't do it, like it needs to be Bray Wyatt. So guys, that's just my thoughts. Yeah, they're more like thoughts and discussion of Extreme Rules. Like I said, not a review. I'm not gonna up, down. It wouldn't be fair because I passed out on one of the matches, the Bianca one. So I wouldn't feel right reviewing and then be like, I passed out. I can't review this one. So yeah, I'm super excited. I wonder if Bray Wyatt is gonna be a Raw star or SmackDown star. That's gonna be interesting. Is he gonna be on Raw this Monday? Is he gonna be on SmackDown Friday? Is he gonna be in both until he picks a feud? Because I mean, I kind of want to hear him talk now. I don't want to wait till all the way to Friday, but I wonder if that's what's gonna happen. It's interesting. We have Braun Strowman back. We have Karrion Kross back. We have Bray Wyatt back. We have Johnny Gargano back. We got Triple H took over and he's brought back like all the big names that he could, right? The ones that didn't go to AEW, I guess. And apparently he's trying to even get some of those. So yeah, Extreme Rules was a decent time. Didn't It didn't meet my expectations. I had really high expectations for this pay per view, and to be honest, in that regard, it didn't meet it. But this is my thoughts on Extreme Rules. Let me know if you like my thoughts. Agree with my thoughts. Disagree with my thoughts. Don't give a shit about my thoughts. This has been Brian Redgrave. Redgrave. Out. Real quick, just to describe kind of what happened with the Edge one, because that was another big thing that was for me. Like I said, the ending was kind of crazy. Edge lost. Judgment Day needed a win. Finn Balor, which represents a Judgment Day. So that needed to happen. The question was how it's going to happen. Jordan, I even told my friend Jordan, oh, Finn Balor needs to win this. He's like, oh, but when's the last time a babyface lost in that quick match? I'm like, oh, Jey Uso. And it turns out they kind of used the Jey Uso angle of how he won, how he said I quit because Roman was hurting Jimmy. It was the same thing here. Edge quit as he was being held down by the Judgment Day because they were threatening to what was that called? Concerto? I don't even know what that fucking shit's called with the chair on the top of the chair in the head. So he said I quit. Bell rang, and then they wanted him to say it again. He said, and then Rhea Ripley still hit her. It was a fantastic ending. I thought it was great. Judgment Day for once looked strong. So we really need Judgment Day to look strong. We need to pick up momentum. Finn Balor wore a stupid mask. Finn Balor, they needed this. Now the question is this feud just gonna continue now because of this? I would assume Edge is gonna be out for blood. And considering the story that's out here, it seems like Edge is gonna win by the end of it all. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I just want to share that quick. But the way it played out here so far, I'm not gonna worry about how it's gonna play out later. What's here now, what they did, I thought was fantastic.